Rush, I got to ask you a personal question. First off, you're very good at broadcasting. You should really get your own show. I'm really in support of that. No wonder you're the best ever. Number two is, you're going through such harsh treatment. How much has your friendship with the president, not only as the president and an impactful conservative voice, but a golf partner and a friend, how much has that helped sustain you through this time?
It's been tremendous. You know, I'm day to day. I wake up every day and thank God that I did. I woke up this morning, and I thank God that I did. And I have had a very, very good fortune with the course of treatment that I've had, and I'm just thrilled to be here. Every day I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to be here and to be able to be part of this today. This was an objective. This was, when I found out my diagnosis, being here today was one of the objectives. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for my family. They have, particularly my wife, who has just, this stuff is hard. But a lot of people have been through it, and you know. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, but you know the sacrifice that the people closest to you make. And they don't get any help. They don't get any assistance. They just do what they have to do. And I have been the beneficiary of some of the most loving and devoted people. And I'm so glad that when I sent you the note last night, Steve, you let me come up. Folks, they could have said, what do you mean? We asked you 3 weeks ago, and you're calling us the night before the show. Who do you think? I would have fully and totally understood. So I'm grateful that you let me come on today, because I really do believe that we owe President Trump a lot. The man has done more than anybody I can think of in the Republican Party to save this country, to put it together and grow it and put it back together as it was founded to be. It's been a blessing to be able to work with him on this and to be on his side and on his team in this. So, yeah, I'm blessed in so many ways. I can't really count them all, including being allowed on your program today.
We're so grateful that you are. We're so honored to have you on here. For the folks that are watching, and most people are grateful every day. I know what you're going through makes it even more powerful in your mind. But for those folks that are watching that are grateful, that love God, that love country, that worry about the future, love our children, with your diagnosis, how do you balance it all? What's your advice to all of us?
I think that the way I look at it is, life is the most precious thing we have, and it's probably the thing that most people just take for granted. We're busy. We don't even take time to consciously think of our lives because we're too busy living them. But I really appreciate mine now, I have to tell you, and I always have, but we all only get one. And we all have the opportunity, starting out, to make the most of it, or whatever we want it to be. And we get a do-over every day. If we screw up one day, we get a chance to fix it the next day. And so, and we're Americans, which means we have the freedom to invest in whatever it is that makes us happy. That's in our founding documents. And so in my case, I'm grateful that I have been able to make it to Election Day. I'm grateful that I am still able to do my radio show. I'm grateful that I am still able to have meaningful conversation relationships with my family. I'm grateful for everything that happened. There's so much to be thankful for, especially when right in front of you is the prospect of it being taken away. And it just amps up the appreciation for all of the goodness that you have in your life. And for all the, we all have rotten things happen to us, and we all have unfortunate things. But I tell you, one thing I've learned is that there's good in everything that happens. It may not present itself for weeks, months, whatever, but there's good in everything that happens if you look for it. And
even an election that doesn't go in your favor?
Yeah, and I actually believe, that you mentioned God. God is a profound factor. Jesus Christ, a profound factor. I have a personal relationship. I've not talked about it much publicly because I don't proselytize these things. But, yeah, I'm just try to give thanks every day for all of the blessings. I have had a blessed life. I have had so many great friends. I have and still do. That there's nothing negative for me. There's nothing that I have deep regrets about because I've been too blessed.
Well, I have known you since you were at the Kansas City Royals, so it goes way back when I was in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
Rush,
1980s.
That's right. And I love that that cafeteria with the free food they had up there. That was fantastic. Rush, you know a lot of people are praying for you and love you and are so happy to see you on this election day. But as you said, you only get one. And today is the day. And ultimately, you wanted to come on TV today to say what to your millions of viewers?
Thank you. Thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for being instrumental in making my life what it was. Yeah, not was, is. Thank you. I mean, I am... I think I have so much in common with President Trump. You know, I look at the rallies that he does. I have the similar bond with my audience that he has with his voters, and I cherish it. The people in my audience are a sophisticated bunch of people. They know what patronizing sponsors means to my success. They know what their role is and their involvement in sustaining the radio show, and they do it. And you know, I don't want to go overboard in this, but I tell you, I have so much to be thankful and grateful for, and I am. And I tell my audience as often as I can without overdoing it how much I appreciate the fact that they're there. It's been 32 years now. 32 years. There are people who have been listening all 32 years. Stop and think about that. Mind-boggling, mind-blowing. If you guys were old enough, you'd be in the group.
No, I have been. I feel like I have been listening for that long.